Welcome to Hard MTB 2025. Four stages of purpose-built technical trail designed to push the best all-around riders in the sport to their absolute limits. To take the win, you gotta have it all. Hard MTB 2025.
The Hard MTB League was built to showcase the world's most versatile mountain bikers, combining 4 core disciplines: technical climbing, raw slalom, technical rhythm, and downhill Gnar, into one high-energy and spectator-friendly event. It's the ultimate testing grounds and stage for riders to push themselves to their limits. Beyond the race event, this league is committed to providing dedicated coaching for these athletes to perform at their best. At the heart of the Hard MTB League is to ignite resilience and inspire greatness. We show that strength isn't just about winning, it's about overcoming and finding joy in the personal wins, both on and off the bike. Our hope is to remind people that no matter how tough life gets, they have what it takes to keep going. Hard MTB League, we have 4 tracks. Track 1, the tech rhythm. This track is full of high intensity G-outs, bowl turns, on-offs, everyth's a lip or a landing. If you have the speed, power, finesse, you can unlock many lines. Track 2, we got the raw slalom. Can you really mountain bike if you can't ride raw terrain? I don't think so. This track is full of off-camber logs, back-to-back snake turns, and at the end, when you start picking up speed and building confidence, you're thrown right back into an off-camber chicane with 2 off-camber logs right into the finish.
Somehow able to keep that bike underneath him.
Track 3, we got tech climbing. One of my personal favorites and definitely a fan favorite. So unlike the other tracks, the climb is a time cutoff. You just have to make it to the top before the time expires. Everybody gets the same time, with the exception that you take those alternate, more technical zones.
Let's see if he goes for it here.
If you do that without putting a foot down, you can get up to 1 second per technical zone. So an overall of 2 seconds off of your climb time. At track 4, we got the final descent. The downhill Gnar is what we're calling it. This one has shelves, it has rock gardens, it has log whoops into a chicane. If you can make it down all that and control the chaos, you go into the final jump. Are you gonna try and scrub that? Or are you gonna pop it and throw a whip? In the technical rhythm, if you do the smaller drop or if you take the tabletops, you'll get a time penalty of 2 seconds each. In the slalom, you miss a gate, that run is a scratch. On the climb, if you dab a foot on the harder options, you lose that time bonus, but if you clean those, 1 second deduction for each. On the downhill Gnar, if you cut out of the log whoops early, or you take the roundabout and you hit the dirt lip, each of those are a 2 second penalty. Hard MTB is not your typical event. While it is a race, it's not timed in the traditional sense of a point A to point B. We have built-in time deductions and penalties on each course. All except for the climb, you take your best of 2 runs. Hard MTB is a differently structured race, and we welcome you into the process of figuring this out. Let's kick it to Mikey and Cam.
Welcome to Hard MTB 2025. I'm Cam McCall alongside Mikey Hatterer. From a test event last year to an actual event here today, some of the most technically skilled mountain bike riders on the planet are here. We're gonna crown some winners and we're gonna fill this little amphitheater with some local Boise fans. What do you expect to see today, Mikey?
Well, this is a first-time event here. We've never seen these type of formats before, and so it's going to be a lot of a learning curve, I think, for all of us, you and I included. But what we're hearing from the riders, what we're hearing from the organizers, and from just the locals that have been out here is that this is some of the most exciting types of mountain biking that they've ever seen, and these are some of the world's best to do it. So I think we're going to be in for a really fun day of a really good, new, exciting race format.
Exactly. It's an experiment still. We're excited to see how things are going to play out. Here we go.
Hard MTB 2025.
Well, here's a look at our start list today. For the women's field, we have Jordy Scott, McKenna Merton, Olivia Silva, Sophie Allen, Kaylee Skelton, and Mayumi Wakefield. For the men, it's Boston Bryant, Nick Nestoroff, Wes Lukens, Bas Van Steenbergen, Eddie Reynolds, Cody Kelly, Tegan Cruz, Asa Vermette, Kyle Strait, Tristan Lemire, Cam Lukens, Luca Cometti, and Mitch Ropalato.
Hey, I'm Luca Cometti. I'm 29 from Dana Point, California.
Hey, my name is Boston Bryant. I am 16 years old and I'm from Lehigh, Utah.
My name is Miami Wakefield. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Auburn, Washington.
I'm Jordy Scott. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
I'm Nick Nestoroff. I'm 25 and I'm from San Diego, California.
Jordy Scott, the reigning Queen of Crankwork. She won that overall title traveling around the world. Is looking to set the bar high here as the first rider to take to this course.
So Jordy on course here for her second run. Good, clean top to bottom, so she can kind of throw caution to the wind here on run number 2. Maybe take some risk, try some lines that maybe can gain her a little bit of time, just like that one.
There we go, Jordy.
As we look back to the top, we should be seeing McKenna Merton dropping in, and she is on course. Now the time actually starts right there on the landing of that first, and you saw the yellow flag, so that is an alternate.
Going to incur another 2-second penalty.
She did choose to roll through there as opposed to the 3 double line. Just gets up over that step up. As we look back to the top, this looks like it is with the studded belt, the Canyon rider, Olivia Silva drops in, another alternate drop in. So taking that 2-second penalty, but not having to land on that very sniper landing of that big drop to start things off.
Something tells me when we get over to the downhill trail, Olivia is not going to be taking the beelines. She loves the big jump. She's been playing around on that wood to dirt kicker at the bottom. Let's see where this time stacks up against Jordy Scott now. Olivia Silva putting a clean one down.
To be up top, the Mondraker USA rider, Sophie Allen, who's worked through her demons here this week at Hard MTB, is now dropped in on her first run for this technical rhythm section trail. Just a kind of monster truck through the end, but keeps it rubber side down. First step up to go. She gets up and over, a little tag. And without any hesitation, Kaylee Skelton dropping in. She hits the main line. No penalty there. Now into the first. Gets the double up. Gets the double on. Now into the berm. Berm press out. Up over the stall wall. Gets on the pedals. Now into the rhythm cam.
Well, it's going to be a game changer when you see those white flags and you're not getting those 2-second penalties. This could be the run to beat right here so far. Looks like she needed to grab a couple more gears for that final straightaway. Here we go, next rider dropping already, Mikey.
Yeah, this should be Mayumi.
Mayumi is she's no stranger to the big freeride features out of Bellingham, Washington. Saw some clips online of her hitting big step downs at the old original Red Bull Rampage site, so I am not surprised to see these white flags flying here as Mayumi is making her way down this course.
Charging hard into that step up, trying to get all the speed she can. And that looks like it wraps up our women's field. How about that? Top to bottoms from all of our ladies. And now we're going to move things on into our men's field. Looking at the top, it looks like to kick things off, one of our younger riders. This is Boston Bryant for the Outlaw Tribe. Dropping in off the drop cam.
I'm excited to watch this kid. These Outlaw Tribe little rippers are making a mark, and it makes sense. Their coach Tyson Henry has been breeding the next level of mountain bike talent. We saw Finley Kirshenman get 8th place at Red Bull Rampage last week, and now Boston Bryant showing what he's made of. opening this thing up for the men. Let's hear it for Boston Bryant.
And without hesitation, Nick Nesteroff now charging in. It looked like Boston missed one of his lines at the top, so this is still a best-of-2 run format. And there was the line that we saw Boston miss, that off of the step down, but he did get that over the stall wall just like Nick. Now the last rhythm section, and they've got this berm to try and carry as much speed into that step up.
Nick Nesteroff, he can throw any discipline at this man and he will thrive. Oh, here we go, the future dropping in. Weston Lukens, all the way from Florida. Let's see how many of these standard lines he's able to connect. Of course he hits the step up. 13 feet in distance, 5 feet of elevation change between that 2-foot kicker and that big stall wall landing.
And gets the berm to berm gap on that little 24. Impressive stuff. Now a former king of crankworks and a slalom specialist, Bas van Steenbergen on run number 2. Rips through that first corner. You can see that back wheel hanging up. Just shows how steep all of these transitions are, Cam.
Effortless. When you see somebody hitting that step up and leaning the bike over, scrubbing, you know, not only did he have enough speed to clear it, he had too much speed, and he's laying the bike over to stay low. Does the same thing over the final jump there. I can't wait to see these times.
White flags top to bottom. It looks like it is the style master himself on course with no argument the heaviest bike in the competition here today. Eddie Reynolds on the e-bike still gets that step up. That is impressive, folks.
Talking to Braden yesterday, he said one of the main standouts from the test event last year was this youngster out of San Diego area, Eddie Reynolds, one of the riders who opened up a lot of these option lines. Cody Kelly dropping in. A guy who has won the Sea Otter Downhill, the Sea Otter Slalom, an enduro specialist.
Nice little line through there. Gets the little hook manual on the first double. Gets all the pumps. Much cleaner than run at number 1. So that's going to be the one to count for Cody Kelly.
So who do we got next?
Tegan Cruz on course. The young man out of Pemberton who's really come alive on the Crankworks Tour the last couple of years in the hunt for that king overall. And look at how low he's staying on that rhythm section, Cam.
He points the bike with his legs, which is something I view as super unique.
Yeah, it's interesting to contrast the style of these riders on this super technical course. A rider like this, Asa Vermette, a downhill rider by trade, but showing he has the skills on this technical rhythm section, just gets those tires to the top of that, landing on that Frameworks bike. 2 more turns to go, and Asa Vermette does 2 for 2.
I'm going to say that one looked faster than run number 1. Kyle Straight.
The big Diesel on course.
Come on, Big Diesel.
When it comes to different skill sets, I think this rider may have spanned all of them at the top level for the entirety of his mountain bike career, going all the way back to winning Red Bull Rampage as a 13-year-old, and now putting on his own slalom race series. Just a few more riders left at the top. This looks like Tristan Lemire out of Quebec on course. Gets that on-off line. Up and over the stall wall, in through this berm, able to keep it nice and smooth through the turn. Well, another rider with an impressive resume on a different format, Tristan Lemire on course. He was part of the build crew on that brand new Lake Placid World Cup. And now he's out here showing what it can do on the everyday bike. I think that's another thing to talk about, Cam, with this event, is that unlike a lot of racing formats where you really need to have a specialized bike for that specific race format, this Hard MTB League is really built around the bike that most people have in their garage. You know, that 130 to 150 trail bike, light enduro, everyday bike.
Camden with the seat stand for the fans. Ooh, we got confetti on course. For the past few summers, giving them these opportunities. Ooh, we got confetti on course.
Luca Cometti, multi-time dual slalom national champ, always a threat when it comes to technical courses, and he's showing it right now, not putting a single wheel out of place, getting all those backsides nice and good pump, scrubs the step up. Good run there from Cometti.
Mitch Ropalato dropping in. Did he put a derailleur on his bike? He was rocking single speed in practice. There was about 10 minutes left until the event started, and I heard him say to somebody, oh no, I'm gonna put gears on.
So finishing up the last few runs of our men here, Mitch Ropalato cleaning things up here from run number 1. When this man is on, he is dang near unbeatable, and showing why right there. Precision on every one of those landings, Cam.
I mean, some of the obvious highlights were watching the roost come off the front tire as he's scrubbing over that final jump. After stage 1, the times are tight, with less than 1 second separating the top 5. In 5th place, Kyle Strait. Then 4th place, Tegan Cruz, with Bas van Steenbergen, Luca Cometti, and Mitch Ropalato rounding out the top 3. In the women's field, Jordy Scott is leading the charge early with a time over a second faster than 2nd place Kaylee Skelton. Mayumi Wakefield rounds out the top 3.
I'm Weston Lucas, I'm 10 years old, and I'm from Mount Dora, Florida.
I'm Olivia Silva, I'm 17 years old, and I'm from Southern California.
I'm Bas van Steenbergen, I'm 31 years old, from Vernon, BC.
Hey, I'm Kaylee Skelton, I'm 24 years old, and I'm from San Diego, California.
Hey, I'm Tegan Cruz. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Pemberton, BC.
So as we're peeking at these first run times, we've gotten some updates. We've got timing as they run. And as we always say here at the announcer booth, everything we say over the microphone is unofficial until final results have been posted and tabulated. But we've got ladies on course. Speaking of, fastest time from run number 1 was Kaylee Skelton in the ladies field. And McKenna Merton on course here. Her first run time, 20.60. So just a little bit off the pace of Jordy Scott. Let's see if she can improve and slot up into that second spot. Maybe take some of that big time penalty or time advantage away from Kaylee Skelton. She does just that. McKenna Merton, 20.16.
Whoa. Kaylee's got to be feeling pretty good about that run 1 time. Over 2 seconds in the lead. Here we go, welcoming Olivia Silva on course for her second run. White flags up top. White flag mid-course. Olivia, ooh, flirting with that final gate, but ultimately getting the white flag.
Currently third as they run for run number 2 times. Sophie Allen now on course. Gets around that first right-hander with the technical log that has been calling out our men's field. Short work though for Sophie Allen. 1 more gate to go. She gets around cleanly. .86, so cutting into that time advantage for Kaylee Skelton into second right now. Still the fastest time for the ladies, 18:02 by this young woman right here. Kaylee Skelton on course for run number 2. Runs a little wide, but able to pick up a massive amount of speed into this final section. Runs it wide again, gets it under control somehow. Man, that was a wild one from Kaylee Skelton. Let's see if it turns out on the clock.
Oh, Kaylee in run number 2 improves on her time, 17.91.
And our final of the ladies, Mayumi Wakefield on track, gets that big drift around the right-hander.
Mayumi sitting on a 20.66 from run number 1. Let's see if she can bump it up here with a faster time. Clean through. White flags all the way down for Mayumi.
A slight improvement there on Sophie Allen, 1986. McKenna Merton, 20.16.
We got Boston already on course here, run number 2.
Let's see if he makes it through the crux of run 1. He does, squares that one off nice and tidy. And this run will count. Let's see what the time is. Men's field time to beat, 15.68. And into second, Boston Bryant, 16.02. And now Nick Nestoroff dropping in for run number 2. He had a DSQ on run 1. Let's see if he can keep it tidy here through these middle gates.
Huge implications for the overall here. Oh, looked like he snapped a chain.
Just like that. Disaster on 2 runs for Nick, but this one will count. Maybe missed out on a single pedal stroke with that chain.
Putting down a 15.9 there with the snap chain mid-course.
So still your current time to beat, 15.68 by Luca Cometti. Nick Nestoroff, 15.9, losing a chain in that second to last corner. We see Weston Lukens bending those tiny wheels. See if he can improve on run number 1. His run number 1 time, 19.59. He does by almost a second.
Nice work, Wes.
Bass Van Steenbergen, gets the foot dab. And it looks like he's going to be mailing this one in after that mistake. He's going to be sticking with his run number 1 time.
Got a strong run number 1 time to kind of hold on to, 16.46. As we
15.90 for Nick Nestoroff in second, and Boston Bryant with a 16.02.
Here comes Eddie. I mean, he's got his riding buddy with the fastest time of the day so far on the raw slalom. He knows where Luca's level's at. He knows where he stacks up with that. He's going to push hard here and see if he can take that top time. What do we got coming in for Eddie Reynolds?
So Eddie Reynolds had a 17.83 on run 1. He goes 17.11. Those top times. Cody Kelly dropping in here on his run number 2 of the raw slalom. Gets cleanly over that crux log. Ryder's setting up super wide for that left-hander. Nice and tight through the last few ruts. And monster trucks over those logs. Cody Kelly, improvement 16.30. So into 4th right now. Just about 0.8 of a second off of that time of Luca Cometti. Now the time starts as that front wheel passes the flag. So Tegan Cruz choosing to get set up even more straight for his run on raw slalom.
I was wondering if anybody was going to do that. Well, with the mistaken run number 1 and a really fast-looking run here in run number 2, the time coming in at 16.06 for Tegan Cruz.
Right now, just behind Boston Bryant as we take a look. 8th of Vermette. This is going to make or break his Hard MTB League debut. He needs a top-to-bottom run with no DSQs. He wants to stay in the running. He's done the hard part, gets out of the top section. And one more crux gate to go. He does it. We wait for the time to come in. Asa Vermette, we have a new fastest time, 15.25.
Wow, the Razor's edge from being on the verge of elimination for the overall to having the fastest time of the day.
Kyle Straight taking about half the hill with him as he drops in for run number 2. Gets through those crux section and here the diesel spool, and you can see that turbo winding up. 2 more pedals to go. Kyle Straight, run number 2, 15.62 into second right now. Just pips that time of Cometti by about 400ths as we go back to Tristan Lemire. The Canadian rider for Comensal Muckhoff on course. Gets a little squared up, has to drop a foot. Now he's got to grab some more gears if he wants to get some power out of those cranks into the bottom. So his first run time, 17.5. Run number 2 looks to be an improvement. And it is 16.83.
Camden will be loving that bike on the downhill stage. And, you know, this raw slalom is probably a little bit more appropriate for this bike than the technical trail was. Oh, almost stuffing the front wheel on that right-hander.
The only disadvantage might be the long wheelbase on that downhill bike with these right now just behind Boston Bryant as we take a look. Asa Vermette. This is going to make or break his Hard MTB League debut. He needs a top to bottom run with no DSQs. If he wants to stay in the running, he's done the hard part, gets out of the top section. Now 1 more crux gate to go, and he does it. As we wait for the time to come in, Asa Vermette, we have a new fastest time, 15.25.
Wow, the Razor's edge.
Either the bike or the course there.
It could have been one of Luca's ND filters. Inspector Gadget.
And just like that, the format and pays off. Luca Cometti by almost a full second, 15.68. The time for Luca. Next fastest time is Kyle Straight, 16.39, but keep your eyes peeled for that young man. That's white flags top to bottom. Mitch Ropalato, time coming in.
Stage 2 results for the men. After a 6th place in stage number 1, Asa Vermette shows he's here to play. He has the fastest time in stage number 2. Once again, top 5, separated by less than a second. Boston Bryant in 5th, Nick Nesteroff in 4th, Luca Cometti, Kyle Straight, and Asa Vermette, the top 5 times. Stage 2 results for the women look a little something like this. After a 2nd place in stage number 1, Kaylee Skelton posts the fastest time in the raw slalom stage 2 with a 17.912. Sophie Allen in 2nd place, McKenna Merton in 3rd place, and Jordy Scott still hanging there in 4th place with a 20.529.
Hey, I'm Tristan Lemire. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Montreal, Quebec.
Hi, my name is Sophie Allen. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Lake Worth, Florida.
Hey, I'm Alex Stoll. I'm 24 years old and I'm from North Wales.
Hey, I'm Kyle Straight. I'm 38 years old from Alpine, California.
I'm McKenna Merton. I'm 23 years old and I'm from San Diego, California.
Sounds like we're going to start with Jordy Scott and her 2 minutes to get to the top. Time will start when she crosses under that arch. It is go time. Let's get loud, Boise.
If you're any slower than 2 minutes up this, every second that clicks by is getting added to your time.
We might have had to remind her about it. As she makes it to the top with about a minute to spare, McKenna Merton, our next rider to drop up?
I know, it feels weird to say.
It may seem like 2 minutes is an eternity to get up this hill, but it is steeper than it looked.
They're going to go nuts as soon as somebody takes a stab at the tech climb, though.
It looks like McKenna will be the next rider to tick off that climb.
Where are our trials riders, right? A trials rider would be eating this up. Here we go. Olivia Silva rising in. Good job, Olivia. I mean, this is a functional climb because you can earn some time here, but also these riders are ascending this mountain to drop in for the final stage, the downhill leg.
So going back to the bottom of the hill, Sophie Allen now is going to get that Mondraker up to the top of the hill.
Oh, I thought she was going for it.
And our next rider, the current leader in our ladies field, Kaylee Skelton. Left-handed encouragement for our male riders. You don't lose any time or get a penalty if you try the steep climb and mess up. You just don't get your time advantage. So it's worth it just to give her a go.
What you're saying is there's nothing to lose.
Essentially.
Okay.
Maybe go a little bit slower, save some energy before the second one.
What's it gonna be? Drum roll. Are you gonna try to score the time benefit? Are you gonna try the technical climb?
Let's see.
Peer pressure is a hell of a drug. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, we gotta take her. Come on, Boston.
There it is. Gets that big 29er. One more log to go.
Oh, come on, come on.
Oh, the foot down.
No. Oh, you got to give it to him for trying. He was so close to scoring on a second. Here we go. He's going for the second one. Come on, Boston. Yeah. Go, go. Oh!
This is what we came to see here. How about that? How about you for the crowd getting behind him?
Oh, Mr. Nesterov's got a new chain. Oh, the letdown it's going to be if he turns left right here. All right. Oh, yeah, Nick.
And will we have our first rider to gain some time back?
I'm feeling it. You got this, Nick. Come on. Oh,
he gets the spin.
Yes. Oh, I mean, this climb section, we thought it was just kind of a fun little opportunity to heckle, but this could really shake things up.
So going for another second. Look at that gear he's pushing, really spinning it up.
That looks fake. That was insane. Let's hear it for him. Come on, Weston, with your little tiny wheels and your little tiny human body. Yeah, Wes!
Flat pedals,
yeah,
too.
Boy.
So how about that? The 24-inch wheel, flat pedals, and probably the shortest cranks that I've ever seen try to climb just went up that.
This kid thrives off the crowd. Oh, yeah, he's going for it again.
Oh, he makes it up the step.
Get it, Wes. Oh! Nice work, dude.
Amazingly impressive. Let's hear it one more time for Wes Sands.
Okay, I'm going to give everybody here permission to boo Bass if he doesn't go tech.
And there we go.
Yeah, Bass.
Almost going off track there.
Oh, this bike is built for climbing.
And the foot down.
Oh, geez, he thinks he's got a chance. Come on, Bass. You got this, buddy. Get it, Bass, get it!
One more step
Come
to go.
on,
Let's get behind him. Oh! Well, I think we've successfully bullied into the male field into doing both of these tech lines.
Oh, is this Eddie on an e-bike?
This is Eddie on an e-bike, so I think he has to wheelie the tech climbs to get the time advantage. Don't quote me on that. Everything's unofficial, but...
I mean, this is kind of cool.
Oh!
They say it's easier on an e-bike. I don't know.
Well, and your lower back, but I guess he's 18. He doesn't have to worry about that yet.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. It has begun.
The heckling goes both ways when you have an e-bike on the technical climb.
Hey, you in the black, you get 5 seconds taken off. Yeah! Way to go, Eddie.
Well, next rider to break the beam. This rider knows how to climb some tech.
I mean,
claw his way back with a second on this section.
This is going to be a clinic. Not to jinx you or anything, Cody, but I jinxed you. Nobody's stomped both of them yet.
Nick did.
I thought he messed up on the first one. Oh, Cody.
So that RPM go up,
yeah,
seat goes down.
Yes, I love that. Seat goes down. He's like, I'm going to be standing up for this whole thing. Get this seat out of my way. Oh, he's a machine. He's a machine. Tested for performance-enhancing drugs. Hey, somebody get a cup.
Tegan Cruz. He's for sure going to go for the tech climb,
yeah.
not bothering putting the seat down.
Ooh, that's a bold choice.
Really easy gear, too. Really choosing to spin all the way up.
Oh!
And how about that wheel flop? Able to use it to almost bunny hop the back wheel back.
Oh, yeah, Tegan. You got it.
Catching breath and spinning all the way up.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh! Uh-oh. Is this Asa?
This is Asa Vermette, currently sitting in second. I've actually watched him take a little bit of a tumble on that very crux section right there in practice. Need to gather their energy and really attack this final tech section. Let's get loud for the Junior World Downhill Champ.
Come on, Asa. Oh, yeah. Oh, Luca, buddy, you got a lot of pressure on you right now.
Kyle, another one of our riders on the E. He's on the SL e-bike, so the lightweight one. See if he can still make that work for him. Going way quicker than we've seen a lot of our other riders go up.
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
How embarrassing.
Well, I think you guys are getting a dose of just how hard the Hard MTB League is.
I think he's got this next one. Kyle loves climbing.
He's so good at it, too.
Get it, Kyle. He's got the seat down this time. I like the looks of this. Come on, Kyle. Oh, you're going the wrong way. Oh, look, he's got to flip around without putting his foot down. Yeah, Hans right. Bunny Rabbit Hansi. Oh! Yes.
Creative line choice does go to Kyle Straight.
That was awesome.
Looks like Tristan Lemire is going to be our next rider to attack this hill.
They're riders too, I'm sure.
Riders.
Hey, spectators, raise your hand if you're also a rider. That's what oh my goodness, unanimous. That's what I thought.
But keep your hands up if you think you could clean both of these technical climbs. I don't believe either of you. And now it's go time. Let's get loud, Boise. Tristan Lemire trying to claw back a second in his overall. Oh, just slides the pedal on the last step.
It's already blown out. You're going to be able to tell.
Let's see if we can make that downhill bike up the tech climb.
It looks like he's got a granny gear on it. Oh, he's going for it. Yeah, look, he's got gears.
Dual crown. I think that's going to be the biggest disadvantage. Those bars end up in his lap as soon as he gets on the steep part of the climb.
Ooh, yes.
And it looks like just 2 more riders to go. The rider currently in the lead.
Okay, a lot on the line here for your leader in the men's category, Luca.
And you can hear the heckling already coming from the riders at the top.
Oh, yeah. I trust. Oh, I hear the heckling. It's ramping up. Come on, Luca! Oh! A lot at stake right here. This could be a huge determining factor. Come on, Luca Cometti.
There he is. He makes the first step. There's 2 more. 1 more. Oh, he slips
Come
the
on,
pedal.
Luca.
Slips the tire.
Oh! Yes! Oh!
White flag.
Way to go, Luca.
And then there was one rider left. I was really hoping we were going to see that dirt jump single speed setup. Ropalato is now switched out for the dinner plate.
He's got the seat up.
Let's see. Oh, almost running out of gear there.
Come
This
on,
is
this
where
is
it's
where
giving
they
people
lose it.
problems.
Oh! Now you need a 180.
Now he's got to turn around
you
without
got those
putting a
180
foot
skills.
down in that narrow single track.
Nice. Come on, Mitch.
Let's get loud. Our final rider in this technical climb, Boise.
Ooh, drop the seat for this one.
Come on, Mitch.
Come on, Mitch.
Another little tire slide, but he looks like he's... Oh! So it will be a 1 second advantage for Mitch. Yellow flag, bud.
Well, here's the moment we've been waiting for after 3 stages of racing. A peek into the aggregate times, combining stages 1, 2, and 3, seeing how tight the margin is going into the final stage, which is the downhill trail. Separated by less than a second, the top 4 looks like this: Nick Nesteroff, Luca Cometti, Tegan Cruz, and the fastest combined time right now belongs to Asa Vermette. For the women's field after 3 stages of racing, we have a little bit more of an obvious standout. Kaylee Skelton separating herself from the pack. Combined time 241.917. In second place, Jordy Scott, 243.38. Still within striking distance. Anything can happen on this downhill stage.
Yo, I'm Eddie Reynolds. I'm 19. I'm from San Diego, California.
My name is Cameron Lukens. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Mount Dora, Florida.
I'm Asa Vermette. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Durango, Colorado.
Hey guys, Cody Kelly. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm 31 years old.
Mitch Ropalato, 43 years old, from Omaha, Nebraska. Go Huskies!
And just like the rest of our downhill courses, this downhill Gnar section is a best of 2 run format. So Jordy Scott, as she has done all day long, will be the first rider to kick things off on the downhill section. Boise, this is the final stage of Hard MTB League 2025.
Here we go, Jordy Scott on course right now. We know she's hitting the final jump. No stranger to big air, carrying great speed through the steps.
Grabs those gears, gets a little steez, and stops the clock. Jordy Scott setting the first time in our DH section. We'll wait for the time to come in on our end. So back up to the top, McKenna Merton is the next rider to drop in. We've got a score coming in, a time coming in for Jordy Scott, 12.56 seconds.
This trail is straight down the hill. You see these very, very quick times here. Expect to see the times heat up as we work our way through these fields. Do you think we're going to see some single-digit times here out of this stage?
Good job!
I think we... And Olivia Silva throwing the steez there with the tuck no.
Oh my God! Wow. Okay. Not what I planned.
Hope that seat's padded.
We're taking a look at up top. Sophie Allen has just broken the start of this downhill section. You can see just how rough it is, Cam, on that footage, jumping into that rock garden.
Yeah, if you're going to compare the first stage with the last stage, the first stage was all about transition and flow. This one is about trying to make jank appear flowy. We've seen a few riders accomplish that goal with flying colors.
And now it is Kaylee Skelton, your downhill national champion, leader of the Hard. Oh, she gets the double line into the rocks. She hits all of the logs, but does the go-around. So let's see if she can get the speed to get up and over this step up. She does, pedaling it all the way down. So Kaylee Skelton, let's see the time. She will incur a 2-second penalty for that second option line, but she did hit all of the log drops. So a little bit of an even score between her and Jordy. Jordy going around the logs, but hitting the big jump.
Yeah, we got Mayumi on course here now. We know she's going to be hitting the last jump. Gets the penalty for going around the drops, but hits the main line down at the bottom, playing a little defense. A little windy to be hitting that big jump right now, too.
But we'll take a look back at the top of the hill. Boston Bryant kicked things off on run 1 with a sub 10-second run. Let's see if we can improve here.
Oh, this looks even quicker than his first run.
Gets the double line at the bottom there. Haven't seen anybody get that cleanly. Goes all the way to flat. So his first run time was 9.83 seconds. Nick Nesteroff just off the podium right now, looking in 34.21. He was in 4th. He ran a 10.2. The middle of the pack. Oh, gets a little back seat there on that log double.
He's pushing it. Is he going to improve upon that run 1 time of 10.23?
And it is Wes Sens is going to send it one more time. Let's get behind him, Boise. The 10-year-old from Florida. Throwing down here.
Here we go. Another big backflip for the crowd. Let's hear it for Weston Lukens. Bass Van Steenbergen up next, looking to improve on a 10.37.
Nice and attentive on the way in. Keeps the wheels down over the rock guard. Now into the final jump. Bass gets the big scrub. Let's see if he was able to improve. 10:37 was the time on run number 1. And Eddie Reynolds is going to go ahead and take his Steez lap while we wait for that time of Bass Van Steenbergen to come in. And keep your eyes peeled on this bottom jump, folks, because this is all for you, Eddie Reynolds.
Oh!
Hanging it out there on that final jump. Well, time for Mitch was 9.9. The rider in the gate now dropping in, had a 10.21. His understudy, Cody Kelly, now on course for run number 2. Trying to put a bit in for a podium position here. Getting a little buck wild into the rock garden. Classic Cody Kelly style. 10:21 was his time on lap 1.
Mikey, you know they're pushing it when you see those virtually nose manuals on the flat sections in between those log drops. Ooh, Tegan Cruz right now. A lot on the line for this racer.
He had the single fastest run on this track in run number 1. Let's see if he can improve on run number 2, 9:23, and he's going even faster here, Cam. Nosing all the way to the bottom, doesn't have to do the pedal scrub to get the front end up on that final jump. But oh man, Tegan Cruz 9.22 on run number 2. So an improvement by 1/100th of a second. Well, this is for all the marbles right now. Asa Vermette came into run number 2 in the lead. Let's see if he can hold it together. Big pre-hop in, double down, gets nosy. Can he hold it together? Oh, the little wild. Gets over the final jump. What is the time? Tick tock, tick tock. The time to beat, 9.22 to take the overall. We're waiting for that time to come in, but while we're waiting, Kyle Straight is on course, not letting things get away from him. The big man is making that little e-bike work for him into the final jump. Nice and clean for Kyle Straight. Asa Vermette still waiting on that second run time. Kyle Straight crosses on run number 2 with an improvement, 10.17. 10.17 the time there for Kyle Straight. Tristan Lemire on course for his second run. Trying to beat that 10.78 from run number 1. Breaks the beam here at the finish. Making the trip all the way over from the far coast of Canada.
Thinking back to the way that fastest run looked from Tegan Cruz, in the middle section, it almost looked like he was getting bucked off of his bike the whole time. We were wondering how he's holding on. That's what it takes to post a sub 10-second time on this trail.
Camden Lukens dropping in on his first of 2 runs. Gets the step down in. What's he got on the big one? Big no-look flip. Super steezy out of the 14-year-old. And now the man who spent most of this afternoon in the lead, Luca Cometti on course. Gets a nice smooth double in, doubles into the rocks. There's the bucking Bronco through the steps. Looks smooth and controlled, just like Luca has been riding all day long, but will it equate to a fast time? 9:23 is the time to beat. Luca Cometti, 9:98. We look for run number 2 from Mitch Ropalato. He breaks the start beam, gets the double in. Nose manual through the rocks, getting Bucky into the final jump, gets the scrub. His time on run number 1 was 9.99. So it looks like we have now officially run all of our riders down, all of the stages here at the inaugural Hard MTB League.
Well, there we have it. After 4 stages of incredibly tight racing, the top 3 separated by just about 3/4 of a second. Luca Cometti securing the bronze medal, Asa Vermette in second place, and just 64 milliseconds faster than Asa's combined time is your winner, Tegan Cruz. The first ever Hard MTB League podium for the women looks like this. The youngster, Mayumi Wakefield, securing the bronze medal, Jordy Scott settling for silver, and Kaylee Skelton taking that first iconic gold medal in Hard MTB League history. All right, there's your podium for the women. Mayumi Wakefield, Jordy Scott, and Kaylee Skelton. Kaylee Skelton, congratulations, taking the win out of here. Just out of curiosity, what were your expectations coming into this event?
To be honest, it's such a new concept, and just overlooking the whole event was such a surprise. We rolled into the venue on Tuesday, and I was telling everyone it looked like Candyland for bikes, like surprises everywhere, and just anything you could ever want as a bike rider to learn, progress, grow, and become a better rider as a whole was here. The crew, everyone here did such an amazing job to support us riders, and honestly, I think the goal for the whole week was to have fun, and we accomplished that.
Yeah, it looked like you were having a blast. Out of the 4 stages, which one did you enjoy the most?
I want to say the raw track. Yeah, that was my favorite, and just overall, it was the most familiar to me. I love ripping flat corners and just trying to feel like you're about to break that outside crank off, trying to weight that outside foot, and just have so much fun sliding, and it's such a tight-knit set of flags right here that it's really rewarding when you ace it.
It's got to feel great to take the first win. I feel like I know the answer to this, but will we see you back for Hard MTB League 2026?
Absolutely, and we can't wait. There's some things to work towards, and yeah, stoked for the progression and all the girls, the guys. What a great week. So fun. Thank you, Braden, Adam, everyone involved.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being here, and congratulations.
Cheers.
One last time, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Luca Cometti, Ace of Vermette, and your winner, Tegan Cruz.
That was awesome day, man. Yeah, dude.
Well, we're here with our first ever Hard MTB League champion, all the way from BC, Tegan Cruz. I know you were excited about this event coming into it after the end of your World Cup and Crankworx season. After being here, after competing all week, what is your thoughts on the first Hard MTB League overall?
Yeah, that was one of the most amazing race days I've ever been a part of, and yeah, the new format is just so much fun, and such a great week out here riding with everyone, and everyone's pushing their limits, and can't wait for more.
Well, so we can very much expect to see you back here in 2026. Knowing what you have in store for you, and now you're the defending champ, do you have some little things you may want to work on? Are you going to think about maybe building some of these type of features back at home? Or is it going to be another one of those show up, see what the courses are, and try and take home another win?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we got a new track coming in 2026, and I think we'll all do our best to prepare and, yeah, work on tracks at home and stuff. But, yeah, these guys are always throwing out some crazy features and tracks, so really excited to get into it next year.
All right, last question of the day. We saw plenty of back and forth with lead changes, different issues on different tracks. What was your highest moment of the day, and what was your lowest?
Yeah, I mean, the highest moment of the day would have had to have been a few minutes ago when they were counting down the results. Standing beside Asa there, it's definitely an honor to race some of the best in the world. And, yeah, lowest moment, didn't really do my proudest run in the tech slalom, but yeah, just put my head down and tried to make it up in the rest of them.
Well, that's kind of the important part, to end on a high note, and you ended on the absolute highest. Your 2025 inaugural Hard MTB League chance. Tegan Cruz, congratulations, bud.
Thanks so much.
Wow, Mikey. Obvious big congratulations to our winners out there today, but another huge congratulations to the event organizers for putting together such an ambitious concept that came down to the wire so close, where we were measuring times in the thousandths of a second.
Yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable to have a first-year event with all these new disciplines, an entirely new style of racing, and to still have it come down to thousandths of a second between our top 3 riders on the final stage. Like, you couldn't have scripted that better. So huge hats off to the Hard MTB League organizers, their inventors, Braden Bringers, I know was a huge driving force behind this. And this was just amazing racing, aside from it being a new discipline.
Great crowd interaction with the riders out here today. From a test event in 2024 to the first actual event now where we crowned winners. The future is so incredibly bright for Hard MTB, and we can't wait to see you back for 2026.